Welcome to the No Guilt Fangirls podcast, where liking what you like is never a bad thing. Here's your host and head fangirl in charge, Patty Holiday.
Hey y'all, welcome to the No Guilt Fangirls podcast. I'm Patty Holiday, your host and head fangirl in charge. And this is the daily-ish fangirl from the first full day of the D23 Expo. Guys, there was so much going on today. It was an absolute crazy, hectic, I'm so tired, my feet really hurt kind of day. Yeah, which I think translates to amazingness and awesome. So today, we had to get up early, had to get over to the expo, had to figure out all these lines, which the lines were absolutely intense and were nuts. Full disclosure, I am attending as press, so my situation's a little bit different than most people out there. I did not have to do the overnight thing. My lines were a lot shorter than I think most people's were. But I felt like from what I was seeing, I couldn't tell if it was organized or disorganized, to be honest. Part of me felt like the craziness of years past, the free-for-all feel of years past wasn't there. But at the same time, there seemed to be multiple lines for everything. And so these D23, cast members or volunteers or whoever, is running the things, they really had to be careful and conscious of which line truly was the next line to go in. And I saw a couple of mistakes where that didn't happen. Ugh, you gotta hate that. You gotta absolutely hate that, especially when the two biggest panels today was the Disney Plus panel, which I did attend, and the Disney Legends panel, which I did attend. And I know both of those, there were concerns that there wasn't going to be enough seating for the people, who wanted it to attend. As it turns out, there was definitely still some open seats in Legends. There usually is, so file that away if you're going next year, that, chances are you can get into Legends. Don't wait too long, because they do shut the doors at a certain point and don't let people in, but that may not be something you feel you have to overnight. The Disney Plus one was pretty full. That was a pretty packed, in fact, I saw like a couple of extra rows of chairs being set out in the back. So that one was pretty full. That one was full. Anyway, I can't speak from experience with the lines this year, but my friend Nicole did the overnight thing, and she said that she's got the whole scoop on that. I'm going to bring her on the podcast and have a whole big rundown on how her experience was, because I did do the overnight thing with her last year, and I just want to hear, how it compares, and if these changes that they were trying to make were good, bad, or really just the same, because this is what D23 Expo is, which is insanity. A lot of insanity. All right, so to start, we went into the Legends panel, and it was beautiful. It was wonderful. I've been to two D23 Expos before, and this was the third time that I've been to the Legends panel, and I will have to tell you, in the other ones, I think I cried once or twice. They were emotional. There were moments. There was somebody that always got to me. But this one, I think I cried like 4 or 5 times. Like legit tears of really emotional moments. And I know that I have a few videos, so I will put those up on my blog post if you want to pop over and go look for those in the next day or two. I will have those available. But I also believe that Disney has made available its live stream content. Like it live streamed the whole thing. That being said, I am not sure that all of the content is there. I had one friend say that Ming-Na Wen's speech cut out and they didn't get the whole thing. And then they also told me that they did not show them Christina Aguilera singing. Guys, she sang for us, and it was so beautiful, and she's just got that powerful voice, and on top of that, she's like a massive, massive Disney fangirl, and she fangirled. She was fangirling all over the place, and it was adorable, and it was cute. So that was just a really, really special panel today. And there were so many good moments. I don't even know how I can give all the highlights, but Robin Roberts was tears, tears, tears. Diane Sawyer, tears, tears, tears. Jon Favreau was great. He's, was talking about Walt Disney, which was amazing. Anyway, in fact, I'm going to pop in me and my friends. We were all waiting for the second panel of the day for us, which was the Disney Plus panel. And while we were kind of killing time, I passed the microphone around. So there is some noise and it's not, perfect, guys. And we're all a little punchy and a little bit tired at that time. But I want you to hear what we all thought. We each actually ended up kind of having a different moment that we called out. So tune into that here at the end. It's worth listening to. I think it'll be a lot of fun. After we left Legends, we did go on to the show floor. We found Jeff Goldblum because, it's Jeff Goldblum. Of course, we're going to go hear what he had to say. So we found him. And then after that, we all kind of really realized we needed food because this year the expo has put out this really big, it sounded like they were making a hardcore stance about no food allowed. And so none of us brought any snacks, where in previous years we did bring snacks, but, we were trying to play by the rules, and so nobody brought any snacks, and we were hungry. We ended up getting in line for lunch, got our lunches, then we had to rush over and get in line for the next panel. So we didn't do a whole lot on the expo floor today. I'm hoping to get more done tomorrow or possibly on Sunday, but it all depends on how these panels run and what ends up happening. The floor, though, when I was navigating through it and walking through it, did not feel as packed as I remember it being on Friday last year, but that could be that I missed it in the morning when that first rush of people come in. It's really intense. So it could be that since I was again over in the Disney Legends, that I by the time I got out it was noon and people had already done their shopping and headed out or headed off to different panels. I don't know, but it didn't feel as crazy as the years past, and the lines felt like they were being managed better. In 2017, there were so many lines that were running into each other. You couldn't tell where one line started and one line stopped. It was awful. It was terrible. I felt just by walking past some of these things, people knew what they were standing in line for, and they were supposed to be there. So it just felt like it was run a little bit better, a little bit more smoothly. So then we sat down and we did the whole Disney Plus panel. Disney Plus panel was crazy amazing. Absolutely loved it. I loved every single thing we saw after the Disney Plus panel. I popped over to the High School Musical, the musical panel, and watched that one. And Disney Plus actually ran late, so I kind of ran into the High School Musical one a little bit late too. But they were showing us the first episode. So I did miss the first 5-10 minutes, I think, of the first episode. But the rest of it, absolutely adored it. I thought it was so great, so much fun. And so it was good. It was good. That is basically what the day was. Oh, if you want to know more about the Disney Plus, I just kind of breezed past that real quick because I just put up a podcast over on Now Streaming Disney Plus, which is my other podcast that I run, that talks a little bit more in detail. So if you want to hear all of the amazing coolness that came out, go ahead, finish listening to this, head on over to Now Streaming Disney Plus. Subscribe, leave 5 stars. We would love that. But you can hear my thoughts on the Disney Plus streaming service, and if I thought it was worth it. Spoiler alert, it's worth it. And I already paid my monies, and I am a founding Circle member. So yes, I am all in on Disney Plus, and today really just kind of sealed that deal. All right, guys, that's all I got for the first full day of the D23 Expo. There's going to be a lot more tomorrow, a lot more to come and talk about tomorrow. And I am just fangirling out all over the place. There were so many fun photo stops too. I took a couple today, take some more tomorrow. Hopefully at some point I will catch up and edit and put them in all the places because it's my favorite thing, guys. I am such a fangirl about the Disney products, the Disney everything. This really just makes my year complete to be able to experience it with all these other wonderful, loving fans as well. So it's been a lot of fun. If you're here, you've all been so sweet and so nice. I love talking with you guys while we're standing in line. I sat with some people while we had lunch together, and then some people in line and some people on the elevators. It's been a great day, great Disney day for me. All right, that's all I've got for the Dailyish Fangirl for the D23 first day episode. I will be back tomorrow. Now tomorrow morning, we're kicking off the whole thing in the morning with the Disney Studios movie panels, and if today was any indication of how amazing tomorrow is going to be, I may not be able to speak. I'll try to do better. All right. Here's the rest of the discussion that we had about the Disney Legends with my fellow friends and fellow fangirls who were all there. Come back and fangirl with us again real soon. Yes, we're going to talk about Lucy Jones. Okay. Hey, we're going to talk about Disney Legends. So we went to the ceremony earlier this morning, and you've been to one before, right?
I haven't been to Disney Legends.
You have? Have you been to a Legends ceremony before? You have. You first time?
This is my first time at the D23.
Okay, and this was your first time?
It's my first time.
So that's what we're talking about today, is we're going to do a real quick rundown about the Disney Legends and what happened this morning, and it was pretty awesome. I'm going to have everybody introduce themselves, say where you're from, and how many times you've been at D23 Expo.
Hi, I'm Amy Fulcher. I'm AsTheBunnyHops.com and As the Bunny Hops everywhere. And this is my second D23 Expo. I was here in 2015, but it was my first Legends ceremony.
I'm Amanda, otherwise known as Beyonce of Bollywood. Crazy Amanda Reacts on YouTube. Got the site, Guide for Moms. That's with the number 4, moms.com. And Guide for Geeks, but I spell out the 4 on that one, FOR. And that's all I have to say.
Oh my gosh. How do I follow that? Well, I'm like, okay. Well, I am Lynette excuse me, Miss Amy. I'm talking. Goodness gracious, so hard to get a word in with these ladies. I tell you, I'm Lynette Fernandez with FuntasticLife.com. I am Lynette F on social media. That's LEANETTEF. Oh, and this is my third time coming to D23.
Oh, I forgot to say it was my first.
Oh, she's ruined everything for me.
This is Amanda from Crazy Amanda Reacts, otherwise known as Beyonce of Bollywood. Guide for Moms site, the number 4, and FOR. And this is my first time at D23.
Hi, this is Tanya from LolaLambChops.com, and this is my very first D23 Expo.
All right, so this morning we saw, 12 different honorees, and we heard Christina Aguilera sing, which was the big surprise. They always do some twist, they always do some surprise at these things. One year, wasn't it Johnny Depp he showed up one year, which was a total surprise. Yeah. Oh, no, that's right, that was during the movie thing. Anyway, so they always do some big surprise at Legends, and this year it was that Christina sang to us, which was really cool. Who was what moment stood out for you, Amy?
Robin Roberts made me cry. I was not expecting her to make it so emotional, and I was like, wow. And then the tears just kept coming. There were so many really, truly moving moments throughout the whole ceremony, but Robin Roberts got me.
Oh, she totally got me too, and I wasn't expecting to cry because I've been to 2 other Legends, and I think I get one thing a little tear. I was super emotional. I cried like 4 times during all of these things. They totally got me this time. What about you, Amanda? What stood out?
I'm with y'all. I was crying, and I even put some makeup on this morning, and I feel like it was running, but I didn't cry at the Robin lady that you're talking about. But you know what? No, that's not why. I cried when Ming Na went up there. First of all, wait, that's not her name? What's her name?
Ming Na Wing.
That's too much. Ming Na Wing. When Ming Na Wing went up there,
Get the name right.
What is it? Tell me. One more.
Ming Na.
When? Okay. When Ming Na Wins went up there, first of all, I didn't know her. I had met her at Wreck-It Ralph. Ralph Breaks the Internet. I knew she was the voice of Mulan. I met her there. But I didn't know this was the same girl from the Joy Luck Club. I didn't know this was the same girl. So I saw they did the little sizzle reel thing for her at the beginning. And I was like, then I started getting all antsy in my seat because I was like, I love that movie. Anyway, she got up there. She started talking about her mom. And that I just started crying. She said her mom was a single mom. She worked like 3 jobs. Talking about, then she married a stepdad and they brought her over here in the States and following her dreams and how her mom was her warrior. I'm telling y'all. I was in tears coming down my face, and now I love her, and I'm gonna get her name right. Ming Na Wing Win.
Microphone. Take the microphone.
Oh my gosh!
You can edit
right?
Yes, Ming-Na Wen was very good. We were all moved by her. One of my favorite moments, apparently not, she wasn't moved enough. She was so moved, she can't process her name properly. I was very moved by Bette Midler's daughter. Bette Midler couldn't make it in because she had, you had your turn. So she couldn't make it in due to weather, so she had her daughter step in to give the speech, and in the middle of it, she started crying, and she was so moved by her mom's words and being able to accept it on her behalf that it was beautiful. Plus, it was like a really well delivered and written speech, so that was very moving.
That was surprising. I really liked that too. And she looks just like her, and she even sounded like her. Like, I thought she was great. So, who knows? Yeah, that would have been nice. Okay, Tanya, what about you?
One of my favorite moments was Kenny Ortega, because when I was younger, I used to dance, and so dancing and music is a big part of my life. And so he was talking about a story about how he always wanted to be on the Mickey Mouse Club, and I always wanted to be on the Mickey Mouse Club. I even auditioned for it once. And so I could totally relate, except for he wanted to be on the old Mickey Mouse Club, and I wanted to be on the new Mickey Mouse Club, the one with, Britney Spears and Ryan Gosling.
Well, you didn't make the Mickey Mouse Club, but you are the fifth Wiggle, so
That's true.
Your dreams did kind of come true.
Same thing. But anyways,
Who's the fifth Wiggle? You haven't heard this story?
Oh, man, that's a different podcast. I want to hear the story on that one.
So anyways, I just loved what he had to say. And plus, I'm a huge High School Musical fan, so I was really glad when he took the stage and got the award.
Jon Favreau was also really amazing, and he talked a lot about Walt Disney and how technology and creativity, like, we're married together in Walt's world, and just what he's doing as well. And I super loved that. And then Christina Aguilera completely fangirled out about loving Disney.
I love her more now for some reason because she seems so authentic. I feel like you see certain things on TV, but she really, she loves Disney and she knows what it's done for her career and she appreciates it. So I love her enthusiasm for it. She's a true fan.
Yeah, that was like an awesome fangirl moment. I was like, my only question is, Sound of Music, is that a Disney property?
I was called out for that on Twitter, I said she gave him credit. Now technically they do own it because now they own Fox. But apparently at the time it really wasn't a Disney movie.
It all works, I guess. Eventually Disney's going to own everything.
Anyways, that's fine.
Well, Julie Andrews, it's full circle.
Mary Poppins, it
Exactly.
matches up. I can understand. All right, well, that is our wrap-up of the Legend Ceremony, and we'll be back to talk a little bit more later. We're about to watch Disney Plus. That's actually what we're doing right now, is we're killing a little bit of time recording this podcast while we're waiting for the Disney Plus panel to kick off. Follow everything on D23 Expo, hashtag D23 Expo, and hashtag No Guilt Fangirl.